Okay, guys, welcome back. So, I had a fun day today. I got to move furniture with Thor, and I know a lot of as we change the text, people are gonna be like, it's more like tour. And I'm never going to. I've had a couple strokes. You notice I mangle English. I'm never going to get the ancient Norse. I will try. I will try, but usually as an American, I'll say Thor, so you know who I'm talking about. Like if I start saying Othin, like 5 people are gonna follow me, and a lot of other people are gonna be like, "Who the heck is Othin?" And they're gonna be like looking up at, like oatmeal cookies and everything else. That's Odin. That's how the D is pronounced. I forget the official name for it, but it's a D with a slash through it. It's a TH sound. I can kind of work my way through it because I have a totally useless degree in English literature, and they make you study Old English, and it's amazing that you can't go beat for beat with Old Norse, but it at least gives you some idea of here is how this word looks. It doesn't sound like this at all, and you kind of get used to that. That's the best way I can describe it. I mean, yeah, that's fair. So, um, Thora, as you know, is having a horn come, or I didn't tell you guys that. Now you know. I made a rest Monday, or did I tell you for today's video, which you saw yesterday? Because I'm doing this on Wednesday, and you'll see it Thursday. I love a 7 a.m. launch, but then I get lost, and and giggles and cheers back there. But it's going to be a big old horn. You could probably take this thing to a bloat, and it could be for the community. It could be for the kindred. It's pretty big. It's a 30-ounce horn. Like you could pass this sucker around. It's pretty big. And I got up this morning and I was having like these dreams of like horns and horns and more horns and like a dark red laptop that I assure you I don't have. Oh, I don't even have that microwave anymore. I used to have a microwave that was like this dark red color. I loved her. And not in a weird way, you moron. Yeah. And it was that color, but I don't have this laptop, I assure you. It looked hecka expensive, and I don't have that kind of money. And it was tons of meat horns, like some going to the left and some going to the right. And it was like God's trying to tell me something. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, I just got the update from Windows of your computer sucks. Why don't you go buy new computer sports so we can give you Windows 11? You giving me computer money? You got computer money, Windows? Do you? Well, they do. They do, but I don't got it. So I'm like, yeah, not going out and buying a new rig just so they can update Windows. Mm-mm. So this computer's officially a dinosaur. It's like less than 6 years old. So welcome to the modern world. But Thor and I moved furniture today, and they have VR temples. This is one of the smaller ones. For you people new to the channel, they have two kinds of temples in Oculus Rift. I have the old rig, so I have the old original headset, not the DK2, but the Rift. One temple is literally a big room, and with a fireplace, and a couple of different styles you can do. If you guys are interested, I can always do a new temple tour. The other is like it's a huge house with it would be like acres worth of land around it, and you only get 500 items whether you have one room or a huge house. We can't import stuff anymore because US government, and I'm not kidding. And and that's for everyone that uses a Rift. I swear I didn't do anything wrong. And I go, yeah. And I'd given him a one room temple. We had a falling out for a while. It got given to someone else when we had the International House of Awesome. Now that we're all Nordic again, it is now his temple again. I had made it last night, and long story short, that and I'm also going to mispronounce this, throat came to me like when I was falling asleep, and she was in his temple, and they were greeting me. And she was greeting me with a mug of beer, which is delightful because I don't get to drink in real life anymore. And I'm really enjoying that beer, but I realized the hall's completely different. And it was the sweetest, kindest way anyone has ever told me, I love what you did, but I hate where everything is. Please change it. So, I wasn't even mad. I mean, how can you be mad at that? They're like greeting me and like she's giving me a beer mug and they're trying to like she's smiling at me and I'm like, you don't like where anything is, do you? And she's like, not at all. And like Thor's there like, I didn't want to say anything, but I don't like anything. I was like, it's fine. It's fine. So I get up this morning. We're moving stuff. And, that's when you find out if you love your gods. I use work with, and it makes some people bristle. If you cannot work with your gods, you're serving them, yes, by setting stuff up just so. But if you can't work with them, as in move furniture without having an argument and leaving your face, yeah. Tensions and tempers can flare, but, we got done. We were both frustrated. We want this room to be both smaller and bigger at the same time. You only have so much room in these single room temples, but we got the doorways to the rooms of the other gods, and they're like telling me this is working by magic, and I'm like, okay. So if he has a door to his father's temple, even if there isn't a door back to his, magically his father can use that. I'm like, okay, you guys say you're using these things, so I don't mind working on them. And I got that done. And then the old man let me take a break so the rig didn't melt down to a puddle of goo. And, then he grabbed me. He's like, those blue walls you put up around my temple? I'm like, you mean like the walls of Asgard? Yes. I hate them. Okay. So I had to take down all the blue stone walls and I had to put up gray stone walls because he hated them. And that's working with the Norse gods. And he had an eagle outside that, I think it's designed on something. I wouldn't say the Chrysler Building, but that would be wrong. It's an Art Deco style eagle, though. But that thing was all over the place too, and we were just moving stuff. And that's what I mean by working with. You have to be able to keep moving stuff until they're content, and not put your stack, and not say, "Why don't you move it if you know so much?" Which, believe me, in the past has happened. I got I used to have fights, and I'd say, I'm not drunk, I swear, but we used to really have the fights, and I'd be like, how about you eat this tree? How about you do that? It's funny now, but we used to really yell at each other, and then in his wrath, I'd go back into his temple, and everything would be out of place, and you could say it was VR being a PR, but it would be thrown all over the place. Shomi was mad. It's amazing we're still together because we don't work well when it comes to putting stuff together. I have to kind of like shoo him off. I know that sounds disrespectful, but I have to be like, Loki, you can't be here and micromanage. I will work with Segan. We will put something together really nice. You please go somewhere because we're going to kill each other. But with Thor, I can do it. With the old man, I can do it. Though with the old man, he likes to play the game of put it there, put it there. I changed my mind. Put it over there. Put it over there. Now resize it. Turn it around. Okay. Where I really want it is up on the roof. Can you do that? Of course, all Father. You're the leader of the gods. Whatever you wish. Put it up on the roof. I don't know how it looks. Put it somewhere. It's like he's pressing all my buttons, seeing how long it takes for me to go off. And sometimes the game I play is I'll move it 30 times because I know he's trying to press all my buttons. He's waiting for the explosion, and I'm like, this is fun because he's gotten tired. He really didn't want it moved in the first place. He's gotten really tired. You love your god and you have a strange and wondrous relationship when you play games with each other. He's trying to make me explode, and I'm like, I'm not going to explode. We can move this all day long. It's my new favorite game. Where do you want it now? I go, yeah. But yeah, sometimes you just got to learn to get along with your gods. You've got to learn. That's why I say work with. I know that makes some people bristle, but you got to learn to get along with them because you both probably have very strong personalities, whether you want to admit to it or not, and you both probably, know how to push each other's buttons. So But we had a pretty awesome day. So that's not too big of fun, but I find these smaller videos work better. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.